Tesla shares have been creating multiple reversal patterns recently as we see many bullish chart structures on different time frames, the daily chart, weekly chart, monthly chart, and I will describe each one of them in this video. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan, retail trader. Let's study this market together. Now, we gotta agree that this movement over here is extremely technical. It is essentially perfect. We just saw Tesla finding a support level around 194 over here, and then we bounced it just to reach the 21 EMA, the exponential moving average over here, as a resistance level. Then we corrected just to close a previous gap around the 206 area, and then we bounced it once again, breaking the previous top level around $226 just to close another gap, $242. Now guess what? We drop it all the way down to the previous support level at $226, and it seems we are trying to bounce from here. What's the problem? The problem is that Tesla couldn't close this little gap over here around $225.40. It couldn't, but still this movement over here has a technical precision that is very rare to see. So this movement is looking very good. Tesla is reacting above a support area, a previous resistance level over here. It is reacting nicely. Now, there are a few alarming signals because the indices, they do look stretched right now. We don't see any pullback, unlike Tesla. Unlike Tesla, which is making clear higher highs, higher lows, right now we are trying to find a low higher than the previous low at the 206 area. This is good. This is, technically speaking, this is the best bullish chart structure ever. Now, seeing the indices making this insane rally over here makes me a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. QQQ shares a similar chart structure over here since it found a bottom level at this descending channel over here. We are just rallying. We broke this descending channel's high, triggering what seems to be a crystal clear bullish flag chart pattern on the weekly chart. I think we can see it better from the weekly chart. We triggered this amazing bullish continuation chart structure. What's the problem is that on the daily chart, we are just making a very insane rally. We are not making any pullback. We don't see any higher low yet. Therefore, if we see the indices correcting, I do believe this is gonna affect other stocks, including Tesla, especially Tesla, with more intensity, because Tesla is, okay, it is bullish, and I already explained it to you guys why it is bullish. It is making higher highs, higher lows. It is above the 21 EMA. This is a crystal clear bullish chart structure. Maybe you are going to argue that this is an inverse head and shoulders, and you are totally right. This is an inverse head and shoulders. Right now, we are making a pullback to the neckline, as it happens roughly 66% of the time after the breakout of a neckline of an inverse head and shoulders, according to Thomas Bukowski's studies. Now, okay, we made a pullback as totally expected. Now we are reacting. But if the index is correct, I do believe Tesla could lose the 226 support area, and in the worst case scenario, we could seek the 206 again. Of course, that's the worst case scenario. When we analyze the broad market over here, we see that this week was just phenomenal for most stocks, except Walmart over here, which is our red star this week. But the broad market is looking just insane. And if we take a look at a bigger time frame, like the year to date, for instance, we see that tech stocks are performing insanely well. Tesla is going up 100% since January this year. It's a 2x stock since January. It is making a very good bullish reaction this year, along with Nvidia, which is our winner by far, going up more than 200%. But tech stocks mostly speaking, they are performing very well. This is why it is very important to keep an eye on QQQ from now on, because if we see a pullback over here, which is totally, that would not be surprising at all. If QQQ corrects all the way down to the 21 MA, I believe that would be nothing but another buying opportunity at a lower price level with a better risk-reward ratio. Right now, if you ask me, Nathan, is QQQ a buy right now? Well, I'm quite nervous about buying near resistance levels. You guys know my methodology, my trading approach. Always buy near support levels when the risk reward ratio is more interesting, because even if you are wrong, even if your buy signal, even if your bottom signal gets completely frustrated, you would still be lose very little, because your stop loss is going to be tight while your potential gains are very good, much bigger than your possible loss. This is why I always tell you guys, always buy near support levels after you see a confirmation of a bullish reaction. This is how we survive over here. This is how we have been surviving. This is how I survived in this market in the past decade, which reminds me, if you do want to trade with us, join our community, join our Telegram channel to get access to my personal buy and sell signals on Tesla, SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, and many other stocks. And subscribe to this channel, by the way, because I'm here every single day, keeping you guys updated on Tesla and the other stocks as well. So just subscribe to this channel, click the like button. If you are still watching this video for, let me see, 7 minutes, roughly 7 minutes right now. Wow. Now the video gets very interesting, because I already described what's going on the daily chart. We are bullish, making bullish chart structures. If we take a look at the weekly chart over here, we see that Tesla is on the verge of breaking the 21 MA on the weekly chart again. By trading above the 21 MA, Tesla is going to give us a clear signal that it is entering bullish territory on the weekly chart, long-term speaking. And this makes me wonder if we could break this descending channel over here in the next few weeks, maybe possibly this year, by the end of this year, because this reaction this week going up 10% is quite intense. And although pullbacks are expected, although Tesla might lose momentum, especially if the indices correct as well, it is gonna be very difficult for Tesla to frustrate this bullish chart structure. In theory, Tesla is supposed to retest the higher level of this descending channel. Now, Nathan, what could possibly go wrong over here? I mean, you are describing this bullish thesis. What could possibly frustrate all of your bullish thesis over here? Only if Tesla loses this yellow support area again by closing under this yellow area, by closing under the $280 over here. In this scenario, I believe that Tesla is going to make a top signal under the 21 MA on the daily chart, and in this scenario we could possibly seek the lower level of this descending channel, maybe even lose this lower level. But of course, in order for Tesla to lose this descending channel downwards, it is not only required a very sharp bearish reaction on Tesla, but the broad market would also have to reverse its own long-term bullish sentiment as well. And it is very difficult for me to imagine such scenario while QQQ just triggered this flag chart pattern upward. So although I would like to see some mid-term pullbacks on the indices, on Tesla, on Nvidia, etc., the long-term bias would still be intact. And as I told you guys earlier, any pullback would be just another opportunity to buy at a cheaper price level with a better risk-reward ratio. Now, by breaking this descending channel upwards, Tesla is going to trigger a possible flag chart pattern, another flag chart pattern, right? And this is why I believe that Tesla could easily retest the all-time high in the next few months, because we're gonna see two bullish flag chart patterns getting triggered this year alone. That would be a fantastic chart structure, one of the best that I have ever saw in my whole life. So that would be very good to see. Tesla has plenty of upside potential, and in spite of the short-term noise, the long-term bullish chart structure looks still very good, and it is intact. And this is reinforced by what we see on the monthly chart, because on the monthly chart we also see higher highs, higher lows, right? Tesla found a support level around our yellowish area over here, just above the $288. So this is very good. In theory, Tesla is supposed to continue the bullish sentiment over here, and in the next months, it could break the previous top level around $300 and seek the all-time high. We are making higher highs, higher lows, and we are trying to frustrate the idea that Tesla made this head and shoulders chart pattern, right? Its technical target was triggered, if I remember correctly. The technical target of a head and shoulders is always the distance between the head and the neckline projected in the direction of the breakout of the neckline. And yeah, Tesla reached its own target with an astonishing precision over here, around 194. So yes, Tesla already hit the target of this head and shoulders, so it is not valid anymore. But if you ask me, there is the possibility of an inverse head and shoulders. I don't know if this head and shoulders was triggered right now, or if it is gonna be triggered if we break the $300 area, but still we see another very good possible bullish chart structure on the monthly chart as well, in addition to the higher highs, higher lows seen over here, in addition to this bullish harami candlestick pattern, which, although it is not a reliable bullish reversal pattern because it reverses the trend roughly 50% of the time, but when we see a harami on the monthly chart around a support area, the odds increase in our favor over here. So I do believe that these are all good bullish chart structures. There is a chance that Tesla is gonna frustrate these bullish chart structures over here on the midterm, because again, midterm speaking, the indices, in my humble opinion, of course, they deserve some correction. But of course, we gotta pay attention to our most important key points over here. This is why I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day on this channel. So subscribe and join our Telegram channel if you wanna keep in touch with my buy and sell signals. So far, we are doing so well in the past few months, trading Tesla, Nvidia, SPY, QQQ. That, guys, invest in yourself. Join our Telegram channel. The link is in the fixed comment, and the QR code is right here on the left corner of your screen. So thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. See you guys next week. Stay safe. Bye bye.